Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and welcome to my brand new Let's Play, EG. I've actually known about this game for quite a while. This game came out I did not know that the background changes. I had no idea because I never stayed on this screen for very long. Always finding out new things about this game even though that it came out all the way back in 2008. I've considered this to be one of my, actually no, I dare say this is a number one favorite 2D platformer. But let's forget about that. Let's just go ahead and get this started. First of all, we're gonna have to go to the main menu because my computer does not have that good of a graphics card, so I'm gonna have to turn the screen shaking to low. Gonna do the voices, sound effects, and music. I actually love some of the voice acting in here. No need to show the time. Gamma effects, this is important. On certain graphic cards, the full screen gamma effects will cause the game to slow down or crash. Turns the effects off only if you experience these problems for technical reasons. Yeah, they're just doing like special effects, just visual. Actually, I have no idea what gamma effects does. I'm not quite sure. This turning this off, turning this low will just delete polygons, so the game will run much faster. Anyways, back to the main menu and start a new game because I actually deleted my game file just to start up this new LP. Actually, I backed up that save file, but regardless. Actually, hold on, let me just hear if my volumes are right. Okay, my audio is just fine. Just wanted to make sure you guys can hear my commentary. Now let's start up a new game. There are 4 different difficulty levels. You have to be extreme to unlock the most highest difficulty. Really, I'm just gonna do normal because I'm not entirely interested in doing the higher difficulties. Alright, we're done. Are you sure we should do this? What if she malfunctions or dies? I want another week to make sure. I don't think we've got another week. We've wasted enough months enough. What good will it do if we can't protect her? They have an army. We have a potential soldier at best, even with that gun we found. Look, as long as we can do something, that's better than nothing at all. I'd rather see her alive again at least once before we die. Heh, like she'd make that much of a difference. Stop bickering already. Should we wake her up or not? Yes. Of course. There. Now first we should check mental stability, sensory response and... Wait, what's that sound? What's wrong? No. Everyone, to the safe room! Too late! It's the time! Ah! Hello? Dad? Mia? EG, Eiji, calm down. It's me, Dan. I'm in the control room in the middle of this complex, but I can see you through the cameras. There's a lot to explain.
Bro, can you hear me?
Keep your voice down. Yes, there are microphones in these speakers, but you shouldn't talk or the Tossin could hear you. I can talk as much as I want. I use the speakers all at once, and I don't think they understand any human languages. As far as I know, we were all visiting this place with Dad, as he works here. All of a sudden, an alien spaceship bombarded the area around this place with a space-to-ground weapon called an Alpha Strike. Then they came down and killed nearly everyone inside. That's why I'm stuck in this control room. They're called the Tossin. I don't know why they invaded this complex or if it's possible to make them leave, but I'm trying to find out. All I need, and I need your help to do it.
You're lying.
Calm down and listen. It's been 6 months since the Tossin invaded this place. Since then, a team of researchers trapped in here tried to study their nanotechnology to find a way to stop them. They managed to make a cyborg soldier out of the only suitable survivor they could find, using the Tossin's technology. You are that cyborg.
No, you're just making this up. It's just a dream, isn't it?
Eiji, calm down.
No,
Eiji! We've been over this 100 times now. Our family's gone. You have to trust me and head out of there. Your only other option is to stay locked in that room and die.
I know.
Your goal is to talk to one of the Tossin leaders and convince them to take their spaceship and leave.
But why hasn't anyone done something about him? Hasn't the rest of the world noticed what's going on here?
I think we'll have to take this one step at a time. You really have to get going soon, or the Tossin will find you.
Okay.
Right, time to move. Beside you lies a very special Tossin nanogun. Learn to use it, and guard it with your life. From now on, you have to do exactly as I say, down to the last word. Okay?
Alright, I guess I'll try.
I'll direct you to a Tossin elite called Crotera, so we can have a talk with him. Remember his name. You have the ability to understand their language, and your personal nanofield alters what you say, so they can understand you too. Stay on your guard. Everyone in this complex is under orders to kill on sight. Don't bother trying to communicate with anyone but Crotera. I'm sorry you have to do this, but good luck. Okay, let's get you out of there. The small hovering machines you see up ahead are Tossin log books, but I've cracked them to write important information in them. Press C to read them. To continue reading this message, press down or C. Now, there are many things you must learn. Use the left and right arrow keys to move around. The up key is to jump, and hold down to duck. Alright, and what's cool is that if there's boxes underneath you, you can head down while falling and you can actually crush them. C to go ahead and communicate or hack.
Yeah.
Kick, and you can hit, well, you hit Z to kick, and X to shoot. As you can see, we have down by our weapon grid, I guess you can call it a grid, there's slots for up to 8 weapons. Our current weapon has infinite ammo, so we can assume that they have limited ammo. As you can see, each time you shoot, I have to keep mashing the button. Even if I mash the button, I have to wait for that bar to load before I can shoot again. What's cool is that I can pull down this button to rapid fire. Use your kick Z key to destroy the obstacles to the right. You can also hold down while jumping to crush them, like I just said. Don't bother destroying all the boxes though, you won't find anything useful in them. There we go. To climb a ledge, jump and push against the wall. You can only catch a ledge while falling downward. Remember, hold up to jump higher. So you can only grab onto the ledge if it's below you as you jump up. The black weapon you're holding is a Tassin nanogun, currently fitted with only a shotgun nanoweapon. Try it out by destroying the obstacles to your right using the X key. You can hold the key to fire continuously. Yep, things that I've already explained. Up ahead is a patrol spot for a Tassin scout. These are low-ranking Tassin who are rather slow in the head, and only armed with a burst machine gun. Don't run into him or try to kick him. Use your nanogun and duck behind the crates if you have to. You don't have to kill him if you don't want to, but you need the practice. Yeah, there is actually a pacifist run which gives you more of the story, but I'm actually saving that for a second playthrough because this game is actually pretty short. And what was that thing that we just picked up? Well, that blue thing, well, I'll explain it after I'm done reading this text. The machine gun that Tassin used damages your armor, represented by the green bar in the lower middle of the screen. When your armor drops to 0, you'll take health damage and the armor is refilled. There are 2 nanofields. The red nanofield will regenerate some health and armor, and the green nanofield only armor. Also, whenever you take health damage, you'll blink. While blinking, you'll take no damage and cannot be sent flying. Unfortunately, I never got hit once, so I'm perfectly fine. The Tassin has armor and health too, and your shotgun deals armor damage. These green scouts are weak, but this place is also full of blue-colored soldiers with rocket launchers, so be sure to get out of the way when their guns start emitting smoke. Rockets deal hit point damage regardless of your armor. Put it another way, 1 health point represents a full bar of armor, but powerful attacks bypass your current armor entirely. See what that above us? Haha. There's actually an Easter egg if you destroy 12 of those lamps. Time to learn about stats. Yeah, I was just about to talk about that, but I immediately forgot. Stats and leveling up. As you know, you are capable of assimilating nanofields, like those red and green ones, gathering of microscopic robots that together can perform complicated tasks. Like the Tassin, you have a special personal nanofield operating your body and nanogun. Blue nanofields, like the one the dead Tassin dropped, are the most important. They add to your nano total, allowing you to level up. Yep, as you can see to the far right, there is a nanobar that fills up as you collect these items. When you assimilate enough blue nanofields, you'll reach the next level. In the lower right of the screen, you'll see that your level is now 1. And you've gotten a point. Simply leveling up doesn't make you stronger, but you must use a point to get a purple cyborg station. You can use one to the right. Now this one will bring up your health, but I do not want to get health. In fact, there's an Easter egg if you decide to get strength instead. Attack determines how powerful your nanoweapons are. Assimilate determines how much armor you repair when assimilating nanofields, and also increases ammo capacity for all nanoweapons. Strength determines the power of your kick, which can be used to knock down doors. Upgrade your Tassin stat to assimilate new Tassin nanoweapons. These guys also have gathered stolen Komado weapons, for which you need Komado, but these are extremely rare, so don't bother yet. Most weapons use animation, but the shotgun has infinity. So there's apparently another alien race called the Komado, but like I said, we should stick to strength, which raises our kicks. And as you can see, we used up our point, and I'm gonna show you an Easter egg. Simply go back to the very first room. Whoop. Almost forgot about you. I'm never actually managed to get the Easter egg. But I'm gonna see if I can now. All it does is it gives you a little cutscene with E.G. having a bunch of glass stuck in your head. There's our family, or rather the scientists who built us. He's not breathing, and no pulse. This is Sonia Plate. It's amazing that we got
what we have accomplished. Surviving for this long among the Tossin is one thing, but when Dan systematically deciphered their language and discovered how to crack their logbooks, and even type with the readable for us font, I suppose that's when a change happened. The change in me, Doc and Becker to push on and finish turning this girl into the first nanofield-driven human being. The Tossin's nanotechnology is unlike anything we've seen, but there's a clear, if non-human, cognitive process behind it. The subject is unfortunately Dan's sister, the older daughter of Ron over in Sector 6. He's dead, of course. I advised Dan to throw away his emotions early on, or we may run into trouble, and he did. We can only hope Ichi will do the same. And I need a drink. My breath always runs out. My throat always runs dry when I talk a lot. We don't have the time nor the resources to get her a decent suit of armor underneath the personal nanofield, like the Tossin used for enhanced shock protection. Instead, we'll focus on mobility, less restraining clothes, more motion amplifiers. She's been decked for 5 months though. The risk of illness will keep increasing if we can't finish her soon. I've gotten rid of my emotions and expectations too, so I'm prepared for the possibility she won't wake up when we finally boot the nanofield. But one thing I've never given up: hope. Silly, but it's true. Look at the control units in place. Time to switch it up. Glad we worked in medical. Well, good thing you hoped, because Ichi is alive and well. Becker writing. Blade has taken to the girl and is really pushing our work forward. I'm glad someone of her caliber is still with us. We must finish within 3 months because we haven't decided what to do once our supplies run out. With the latest surge of troops, Dan is stuck in that control room, so we can't share rations anymore. Whatever Doc and Plate say about the Tossin, what I find most fascinating is how quickly people can adapt to dramatic changes. I mean, just look at us. Look here, Tossin, and what's your weapon to our will to live? You'll see once Ichi wakes up. Oh yeah, you will. Oh, ironic, I'm using their own weapons against them. This is Sonya Plate. Some of the nano weapons we've managed to understand seem, by chance, very close to human weaponry. The translations we put into Ichi's nanofield reflect what kind of effects you would expect from them, such as gun and machine gun. Others are so out there that we simply did our best with the translation. Also found plans for combining nano weapons and interfacing with stores, which is why we spent 3 weeks fitting Ichi with the ability to crack nanotechnology. Let's hope she understands it and didn't sleep for days when implementing this. Disassembly attorney programming language with our lab computers is like cutting cheese with a toothbrush. Appears the same goes for the Tossin. Doc believes they don't even understand our own technology. The weapons and nanofields hold potentials they simply can't grasp. Judging by these logs, neither can the majority of other species they keep referring to. I shudder at the thought of what these human-looking Tossin came from, and how they turned such a technology mainstream for military purposes. Becker says ration time. Sick of vending machine leftovers. Note to self: leave the deep thoughts for when they'll actually matter. Sorry there's a lot of lore in just the first episode, but I just really want to show everything off. Point of the month. This picture was taken when we visited Dad and Dan. Must have been the same day the Tossin struck this place. I remember Mia wearing this ribbon. Dad, Mia. Ichi, what are you doing staring at picture? Get a move on. But it's... What's done is done. Who's dead is dead. Get it, get over it, and move. And we got that into the extras menu. We can access it from the title screen. And since it's gonna be a long walk, I'm just gonna meet you, well, where we were. So hold on. Okay, that was a shorter walk than I thought. Let's go ahead and kick this door. Yep, and he'll just explain that it's a shield door that we can destroy with Z. And kick this to grab some unknown armor. If you want to use the elevator, just use down. You can also move it up.
Okay, I think you're all set for heading out. Don't be surprised when I start talking to you through the speakers like this.
Dad?
What is it?
The gun's so heavy, I can barely even carry it without standing straight. And also, how many Tarzan do you think I'll have to fight on my way to Cortera? I really don't want to fight them.
You'll get used to it. Unless you learn to fight, you won't be getting anywhere, okay?
Okay.
However, I'll only say this once. What you do or who you kill, nothing will get past the Tarzan. Survival comes first, so shooting them doesn't make you evil. Just better prepared for what's ahead. Enough about that. Use the teleporter to the right and get going.
Hit C.
And we access the used materials axis. Got rid of him.
And
let's jump over here. Grab his nano. And head over to the right. And I really wish I can hit those lamps, but we're gonna need a jump upgrade, which we simply don't have yet. Yep. Even though the jump is not a stat, you can upgrade it regardless. And let's see. Lore, as if we didn't have enough from the humans. Tarzan Soldier, RO408, TMEM. Tim? Humans. According to officials, the sentient race we found on this planet is called the humans. I don't know how they found that out, and I don't want to know. Stick me with the people who take orders first and ask questions later. Okay. Let's increase... per more armor. Nah, I'm not interested. Unsorted materials. I actually recommend upgrading health. So let's upgrade health twice. There we go. And these guys are blue. Let's assume they're going to be more powerful. No, up here is another Easter egg. Storage area. Did I lock the door in the storage area? I keep forgetting that. In fact, did I even open the door in the first place? Now that I mention it, I don't think I've ever been to the storage area before. Man, I'm so envious of the soldiers. At least their brains reacted well to the combat drugs. Stupid army's just using us scouts. You know, they're pushing us around. What's this?
it's one of Mia's ribbon. What's it doing here?
Eiji was wrong.
Nothing. She can't be alive anyways. Never mind.
There is actually a ribbon in... There's actually a ribbon in every level in the game. Let's destroy these crates so I can hit this guy easier. Level up. And more health. Nice. It's kind of sad that the level itself is shorter than the explanation segment that I did with a human scientist. And that was optional. I mean, I love a little bit of story exposition, but that was a lot. That was cool. Oh, I destroyed the crates there. Emergency armory. Hi, it's Dan again. You need Mataz instead of 3 to handle the nano weaponry you see before you. It's up to you if you want it now, but it's more effective. But the more more effectively you can kill your enemies, the better. Dan, what's wrong? That doesn't, they kinda look like... I can assure you, they're not people. They're not from this world. I know it may be difficult fighting them now, but you need to get over that as soon as possible. You can't stop and wait for everyone you shoot. He's right, you though. Unfortunately, I've used up all my points on health. Optum. Turn report. Nothing to report as usual. There's no real danger left here. Most troops agree with Elite Cortera, though, so no alien is to escape alive. So Cortera is up to killing us, huh? Well, then it's a good thing I'm killing your soldiers. Hey! Destroy the glass. And see those enemies down there, those little purple things? Those are called bits. They'll basically attack enemies who have, and even us, pretty much attack anything that have nano in it. Unfortunately, that includes EG. Ow. As you can see, those bits actually took care of that guy. What's a pause menu? Seriously, Commander keeps telling us... Actually, I'm not gonna pronounce that name. Commander keeps telling us if you ever forget about your weapons, enemies, or abilities, check the pause menu by pressing escape. This is some new helmet interface upgrade. I bet the soldiers are keeping it from the scouts. Jerks! There's the exit. I don't think I broke enough lamps, but... Hey, doesn't matter. Oh, I actually did! I didn't realize! This is actually the first time I got this message. AG, about those ceiling lamps. I've only heard about it, I've never actually seen it. What? Never mind. From what I've understand, the guy who made this game put it in because all his beta testers kept destroying the lamps. Well, those were our results. I'm gonna save my game here. And I think I'm gonna end it here. So, next time on Let's Play EG, we're gonna head off into Sector 2. See you guys then.